Have you ever wondered why, despite all your efforts, the money still hasn't shown up in your life? What if I told you that there is always a clear signal that comes before wealth arrives? A sign from the universe that you are about to step into a new level of abundance. In the next few minutes, you will discover exactly what that signal is, how to recognize it in your own life, and why it may already be happening to you right now. Stay with me until the end, because once you learn this, you will never look at your financial journey the same way again. Before money manifests physically, something powerful happens internally and around you. Most people miss it, dismiss it, or even fight against it, and that's why they feel stuck. But when you understand and embrace this signal, you shift from doubt to certainty, from fear to trust, and from waiting endlessly to actually receiving. This video will guide you through the hidden steps that Napoleon Hill and other great teachers hinted at, but very few people truly understand. Think about your own life. Have you been putting in effort, visualizing, affirming, maybe even working harder than ever, but still nothing seems to change? Do you sometimes feel like the universe is silent, or even that it has forgotten about you? And yet, strange coincidences, small breakthroughs, or unexpected feelings of peace seem to appear, almost out of nowhere. What if those are not random, but the exact confirmation that money is on its way? In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify that signal with absolute clarity, how to align your energy so you don't sabotage the process, and how to use this knowledge to finally open the flow of prosperity in your life. You'll learn to replace fear with faith, impatience with trust, and resistance with a powerful sense of allowing. This is not theory. It's a practice that has transformed the lives of those who understood it, and it can transform yours too. So, if you've been searching for answers, if you've been waiting for a breakthrough, or if you've ever doubted whether the law of attraction and the principles of wealth creation really work, this message is for you. Watch carefully until the end, because today you'll finally understand the hidden signal that always comes before the money. And once you see it, you'll know without a doubt that abundance is already knocking at your door. The anxiety before manifestation. Most people don't realize that one of the biggest obstacles between them and their wealth is not the lack of opportunities, but the emotional state they carry while waiting. When you plant a seed, you do not dig it up every day to check if it is growing. You water it, you trust it, and you allow nature to do its work. Yet when it comes to money, abundance, and manifestation, so many people fall into the trap of anxiety, impatience, and fear. This constant questioning, when will it come? Why isn't it here yet? What if it never happens? Creates resistance, and resistance is the very energy that delays the arrival of what you desire. The universe does not respond to words alone. It responds to the vibration behind them. And anxiety is a vibration of lack. Think for a moment. Have you ever set an intention, felt inspired and powerful for a few days, but then, as nothing appeared instantly, you slipped back into doubt? That doubt is not harmless. It is a signal to your subconscious mind that you are not truly aligned. Napoleon Hill wrote that before every major breakthrough, people are tested. The test often comes in the form of delay, silence, or even apparent failure. But this is not punishment. It is the universe asking, do you really believe? Do you truly trust, even when you cannot yet see? Those who pass this test unlock the flow of prosperity, while those who give in to fear repeat the cycle of scarcity. It is important to understand that money and abundance are not the first things to appear. The first thing that shows up is often discomfort, the stretching of your patience, the confrontation with your old fears, the dissolving of illusions. This discomfort is not a sign that things are going wrong. It is a sign that the process has already begun. Imagine a caterpillar inside its cocoon. To the outside eye, it looks like nothing is happening. But inside, a complete transformation is taking place. The same is true for you when anxiety arises. It means the old you is being broken down so the abundant version of yourself can emerge. The secret is to shift your perspective on anxiety. Instead of seeing it as proof that your manifestation is failing, see it as confirmation that your manifestation is near. Why? Because you would not feel that tension if your subconscious was not already reprogramming itself. The energy is moving, your vibration is shifting, and your reality is aligning. The anxiety is like the trembling of the earth before the seed breaks through the soil. It is the pressure before the breakthrough. And once you learn to welcome it instead of resisting it, you transform anxiety into power. So the next time you feel restless, impatient, or doubtful, remind yourself, this is the signal. This is the moment before the manifestation. Instead of asking, where is the money? Affirm, the money is already coming. Replace fear with trust, replace impatience with gratitude, and replace doubt with inner certainty. This is how you pass the test of the universe and prove that you are ready to receive. Because the truth is, abundance is never late. It always arrives on time, once you let go of the anxiety that pushes it away. And here's the promise. Once you master this perspective, your entire relationship with money changes. You no longer see delays as obstacles but as confirmations. You stop chasing wealth with desperation and begin attracting it with ease. This subtle shift is what separates those who manifest quickly and effortlessly from those who struggle for years. If you can embrace the anxiety as proof that your reality is being rewritten, you'll notice doors opening, opportunities appearing, and unexpected blessings flowing into your life faster than you ever imagined. That is why you must keep watching this video until the very end. Because in the next part, I will reveal the exact signal that comes before money shows up, a universal pattern that, once recognized, will give you absolute certainty that your abundance is already on its way. This is the hidden knowledge that most people overlook, but it is the key to finally breaking free from doubt and stepping into unstoppable prosperity. The true signal that comes before money. Before money arrives, before the physical evidence of wealth shows up in your bank account or your hands, something much more subtle but infinitely more powerful happens. A shift in your inner state. This is the true signal that abundance is approaching. It is not about suddenly receiving a paycheck or winning the lottery. It begins with a feeling, a deep sense of calm, alignment, and clarity that replaces fear and desperation. You might wake up one morning with no logical reason, but you feel lighter, more certain, and more at peace. That inner peace is not random. It is the universe whispering that your vibration has matched the frequency of wealth. Once you hold that vibration consistently, money has no choice but to follow. Many people expect the first sign to be external, a new job, a client, a sudden opportunity. But Napoleon Hill and other spiritual masters revealed that the true sign is internal. It is when you stop asking, when will it come? And start affirming, it is already mine. This is a radical shift in consciousness, a transition from seeking to allowing. The irony is that when you no longer desperately chase money, that is when it begins to chase you. Opportunities, synchronicities, and financial breakthroughs start appearing naturally, because your energy has become magnetic instead of resistant. One of the clearest signals is synchronicity. You begin to notice repeated numbers, meaningful coincidences, people crossing your path at the perfect time, or unexpected conversations that open new doors. These are not accidents. They are evidence that your frequency has aligned with a higher field of abundance. The universe communicates through symbols and patterns before it delivers physical results. If you are alert and open, these synchronicities will serve as road signs, pointing you toward your manifestation. The more you acknowledge and celebrate them, the faster the material evidence, the money itself, will appear. Another signal is a sudden increase in intuition and inner guidance. You might feel inspired to take action that seems small but leads to massive results. Or you may receive a clear no when pursuing something that isn't aligned, redirecting you to the right opportunity. When your higher self begins guiding you with greater precision, it is because the path is already open and abundance is near. Trust those nudges. They are not imagination. They are confirmation that you are in the flow. Remember, money is the last step. Energy alignment is always the first. And perhaps the most powerful signal of all is gratitude for things that have not yet appeared. When you feel genuine thankfulness for wealth before it is visible, you collapse the gap between desire and manifestation. Gratitude is the language of abundance. The moment you give thanks for what is on its way, you prove to the universe that you already trust. And that trust is magnetic. It pulls the money into your experience faster than effort, struggle, or force ever could. That is the true signal. Inner peace, synchronicity, intuition, and gratitude all converging to tell you, the money is not just coming, it is already here in the unseen, waiting to cross into your physical reality. And here's the promise. Once you learn to recognize these signals and stop ignoring them, you will never again feel lost or doubtful in your financial journey. Imagine living with the certainty that every coincidence, every intuitive nudge, every wave of peace inside you is a message saying, abundance is on its way. That level of clarity eliminates fear and replaces it with power. You no longer beg the universe, you collaborate with it. And in that collaboration, money flows with a natural rhythm. That is why this video is so important for you. Because in the next section, I will show you how to identify these signals in your own daily life with crystal clarity. No more guessing, no more confusion, no more second guessing if your manifestation is working. By the time we reach the end of this journey together, you will not only understand the signs, you will know exactly how to use them to accelerate your wealth and step fully into your destiny of prosperity. How to identify this signal in real life. Recognizing the true signal before money arrives requires awareness and sensitivity to the subtle ways the universe communicates. Most people expect abundance to announce itself with fireworks or dramatic changes, but in reality, it whispers. The signal shows up in your everyday life, through feelings, coincidences, or small opportunities that don't look like money at first glance but carry the vibration of wealth. If you are distracted, anxious, or skeptical, you will miss them. But when you train yourself to notice, you realize the signs are everywhere, guiding you step by step toward prosperity. One powerful way the signal appears is through synchronicities that repeat until you pay attention. Maybe you keep seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 777, or perhaps the same phrase, idea, or opportunity keeps resurfacing in conversations, on social media, or even in random encounters. These are not coincidences. They are confirmation that your energy is aligned. For example, if you are focused on manifesting financial freedom and suddenly meet someone who casually mentions an opportunity or shares a book that speaks directly to your desire, that is a signal. It may not be the money itself, but it is the doorway that leads you closer to it. Another way to recognize the signal is through an inner shift in your emotional state. You may suddenly feel calm in situations that used to trigger stress, or you may find yourself naturally letting go of fear around money. Pay close attention to those moments of peace and trust, because they are evidence that your subconscious mind has accepted the vibration of abundance. This is not about pretending or forcing positivity. It's about a genuine sense of alignment that feels effortless. That inner peace is one of the clearest signals that the money is already moving toward you, even if you cannot yet see it in your physical reality. Practical journaling is another tool to identify signals in real life. Keep a manifestation journal where you write down any unusual events, feelings, or intuitive nudges you receive. Over time, you will notice patterns emerging. Maybe each time you feel grateful before sleeping, you wake up to a new opportunity the next day. Or perhaps when you release doubt and visualize with clarity, people start offering help or resources unexpectedly. By recording these experiences, you train your brain to recognize abundance cues instead of dismissing them. The more you notice, the stronger they become, because attention amplifies manifestation. Finally, one of the most overlooked signals is resistance being removed from your life. Sometimes, things fall apart right before money comes in. Relationships end, jobs change, or routines are disrupted. Instead of panicking, see these as signals that space is being created for new prosperity to enter. The universe clears out what no longer serves you before delivering what you asked for. The key is to shift your interpretation. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How is this happening for me?" That mindset shift allows you to see clearly that these disruptions are not setbacks but signs that the money and opportunities you desire are closer than ever. And here's the truth. Once you start noticing these signals consistently, your entire perception of reality changes. You stop doubting and start trusting. You stop seeing random events and start recognizing divine orchestration. Imagine how powerful it feels to wake up each day knowing that every sign, every nudge, every disruption is proof that your manifestation is in motion. That kind of certainty not only calms your mind but accelerates the arrival of money, because you are no longer blocking it with fear. This is why you must stay with me until the end of this video. Because in the next part, I will show you not only how to recognize the signals but also how to activate them intentionally. How to turn synchronicities, intuition, and gratitude into a conscious practice that makes abundance inevitable. By the time we finish, you will not just hope for prosperity. You will know it's coming, and that certainty alone will make it arrive faster than you ever thought possible. How to activate wealth from these signals. Recognizing the signal is powerful, but transformation only happens when you learn how to respond to it. The universe does not just send signals for you to observe. It sends them as invitations to take aligned action. When you notice synchronicities, inner peace, or intuitive nudges, the worst thing you can do is ignore them. The best thing you can do is engage with them, amplify them, and use them as a launching pad for prosperity. Activation is the difference between watching life happen and consciously shaping it. The first step to activation is trusting the signal enough to act on it. If your intuition tells you to call someone, send a message, or explore a new opportunity, do it without overthinking. Fear and hesitation are the killers of manifestation. Remember, money flows through channels, and often those channels appear disguised as small, seemingly insignificant opportunities. What looks like nothing at first may be the seed of everything. By acting on the signal, you demonstrate faith, and that faith multiplies the flow of abundance. The second step is to anchor the signal with gratitude and visualization. Each time you notice synchronicity or feel that inner peace, pause and say, "Thank you, universe, for confirming that my abundance is on the way." Then visualize the money already in your life. Imagine it flowing into your account. Picture yourself paying bills with ease. See yourself enjoying the experiences that wealth allows. By pairing gratitude with vivid imagination, you are literally coding your subconscious mind to believe it is already done. And once the subconscious accepts it, reality has no choice but to catch up. The third step is embodiment, living as if your manifestation is already unfolding. This does not mean reckless spending or pretending to be someone you are not. It means adopting the mindset, habits, and energy of the version of you who already has the wealth. Speak with confidence, walk with assurance, and carry the vibration of someone who knows they are supported by the universe. The signal is not just a sign to observe, it is a frequency to step into. The more you embody the energy of wealth, the more the physical money aligns with you. Finally, activation requires letting go of control. The paradox of manifestation is that the more you try to force it, the more you push it away. Once you have acted on your intuition, expressed gratitude, and embodied the energy, you must release it. Let the universe handle the how and the when. Trust that the signal is proof enough that the process is unfolding perfectly. This surrender is not weakness. It is the ultimate display of strength. It shows the universe that you truly believe, and belief is the magnet that pulls abundance into your life with ease. And here's the most exciting part. Once you practice activation consistently, the signals no longer feel like vague signs. They become direct confirmations that money is literally on its way. You will notice faster results, stronger synchronicities, and opportunities appearing out of nowhere. Instead of wondering whether your manifestation is working, you will know it is working, because life itself will show you undeniable proof. That confidence is priceless, and it is the energy that wealthy people live in every single day. This is why the next part of this video is so important. Because now that you know how to activate the signal, I will show you how to transform it into lasting wealth by nurturing your inner abundance. This is where the shift becomes permanent, where you stop manifesting in cycles of ups and downs and begin living in a continuous state of prosperity. Stay with me, because this final part may be the missing piece that completely rewires your relationship with money forever. Activating inner abundance and lasting wealth. True wealth is not just about money in your bank account. It is about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts prosperity again and again. If you rely only on external results, your sense of security will always fluctuate with circumstances. But when you activate inner abundance, you build an unshakable foundation. This is the state where you feel wealthy even before the money arrives, and paradoxically, that is exactly what makes money come faster and stay longer. It is no longer a chase, but a flow. You don't just manifest once. You live in a continuous vibration of prosperity. Inner abundance begins with your identity. Ask yourself, who am I when I already have the wealth I desire? Wealth is not something you do, it is something you become. If your identity